We know that Sikhs, Americans, can serve in this country as U.S. Army soldiers with distinction and honorably. We have something to offer. And we know that because Sikhs serve in the U.S. in the militaries of countries all over the world. As we speak, as we stand here today, Sikh soldiers are serving with American soldiers as part of the armies of Canada and Great Britain in Afghanistan and Iraq. So we know we can do it because we have a history of doing it. We therefore today are filing a complaint with the Inspector General of the Department of Defense and the Inspector General of the United States Army with the help of the law firm of McDermott, Will and Emery. And that complaint with the Inspector General calls on the U.S. military to end its policy of exclusion of Sikh Americans in the U.S. Army. If we're eventually going to have a country that reflects our diversity, we need an army that actually is as diverse as the country.
I'm willing to lay down my life for America. In return, I ask only that my country respect my faith, an integral part of who I am. My turban and beard, they're not an option.
For 4 generations, my family has been fighting for their country. Whether it was as troops of the British Empire or the Indian Army. Though my parents left their countries decades ago, I want to keep our tradition of military service alive here in my home, the United States of America. I've trained in my profession as a medical doctor, thanks to the assistance I received from the U.S. Army. Now, I want to make sure that I give back to my country and the people who have invested so much in me.
I did all this, and these 2 young people can do the same, maybe better than me. Under the First Amendment, we have a freedom to practice our religion, and our appearance is part of our religion. So somebody needs to change that and add a little line that there should be no discrimination based on the appearance, religious appearance.
Now, as a Sikh, my impression has always been that I had a wonderful experience overall. Number of soldiers, when they look at it, and they will come to me and ask me a few questions who I am, and I think overall the experience has been positive. They're very open-minded, just like most Americans are. And the officer corps, I have always expressed my deep faith, respect for them, and as well as for the non-commissioned.
85,000 Sikh soldiers died in World War II as part of the Allied forces, mostly with Great Britain. So this memorial has a lot of meaning to America. It has a lot of meaning to Sikh Americans. We've all collectively sacrificed in the way that's portrayed in the statue behind me. We'd like the opportunity to sacrifice again. If anything, I think the story of today is we're not only asking to quote-unquote fight for America as part of the Army, but we're really fighting for our country in terms of its values. We're fighting to keep America a place that's welcome to all, and that really is the beacon of freedom and liberty that is the envy of the whole world. We know that Sikhs, Americans, can serve in this country as U.S. Army soldiers with distinction and honorably. We have something to offer. And we know that